What show would I like to show up in the writer's room for on Monday morning? If I could have my pick, my dream would be my own. I always claim that I did my first case when I was 8 years old, which was I accompanied my dad on an airplane crash the day after the crash to help look for pieces on the ground of body parts. It was kind of a family business. I knew nothing about screenwriting. I knew I always wanted to be a writer, but then I read a book, and I think it was called Roaring Lambs. It was a long time ago. And it was all about how, basically the gist of the book was how we need to be a presence in culture. And I thought, okay, I want to be a writer. How can I be the biggest presence in culture possible? I can be a screenwriter. I can go to Hollywood and write for the masses. After I grew up and decided what I wanted to be and do with my life and started taking writing more seriously, you kind of go through that point where you say, well, what am I going to write about? What do I want to write about? And I found that I gravitated towards writing about crime and mystery. What I decided I needed to do at that point was actually go back to school and get some more formal training in forensic science and crime scene investigation, because I knew a fair amount about death investigation, but there's so many fields. A lot of people watch these shows and read these books too, right? Mystery novels, it's a huge genre. Is that they're very black and white. Like the good guy gets caught and justice is served. And everything wraps up at the end. And we love that. We've loved that puzzle and we love solving that puzzle. And we want good to win over evil. And I think that's a lot why this genre is popular. Because it doesn't always happen in real life, that good wins over evil or that justice is served. For younger Christians who want to be storytellers or content creators, I would say, just first of all, really learn your craft. Become excellent at your craft. Practice and practice, and seek mentors and teachers who will sharpen you. I can't really pinpoint any part along my journey so far, which is about 10 to 12 years in, where my faith was an impediment to my career. If anything, I've found it to be a benefit, because people sense something about you that's different, and even if they can't pinpoint it, they're like, oh, that's a good person, or that's a person I can talk to, or I can trust that person, or there's something of integrity. And I did write a faith-based film this past year. It was the first one I ever did. It was a challenge for me because I don't normally write that stuff. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and it was a great project to work on, and I'm proud of it. And I would say if you feel really called to be in that world and to write those kinds of content, then do it. Then that's absolutely where you should be called. The main thing is listen to where you need to be called. Ask God, where am I supposed to be? Where do you want me? And if the answer is, I want you in mainstream media, then you need to do everything you can to be there, educate yourself, put yourself in a situation where you're going to be competitive in that world. It's just the same as if you wanted to be a surgeon. You would find the very best medical school and surgery residency you could possibly find so that your skills got better and better and better. Same with being here, whatever job you want to do, sharpen it with the best people and in the best projects that you possibly can.